Hello, everyone. It's good to see everyone tuning in here. Hey, Joe. Hey, Klaus. Good to see you. Hi, Ray. Where's everyone else tuning in from today? I'm here in not very sunny London as usual. Give it a few minutes before we kick off today, so feel free to say hi in the chat there before we get going. Hey, Danielle. Oh, from Italy. We're spanning some continents here now. This is good. Hey, Ralph. Seattle, we got some West Coasters. There's Linda. I'm jealous of y'all with the nice weather. I actually was just contemplating turning the heat on. That's how warm it is this June 1st in London today. A little much. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. If you haven't had a chance to grab the worksheet for this, you can go download it here on the website. We won't necessarily need it. We're going to try to work through, as we usually do on live streams, going through things without the need of music. Hey, Angela. Just to make life easy so we can focus more on playing than staring at a page today, as usual. Oh, is anyone else hearing an echo, or is that just Ray? I never know. New Orleans. Nice. Oh, Joe, I'm glad it wasn't just me. Okay, good. I haven't done a live stream on YouTube. I realized today when I opened the live browser in 3 years now. I always do the Magic Ukulele Club streams, but I never come live on YouTube. So this is a bit of an experiment to get back into doing this. We got some echoes, some not echoes. Good. Over in Madison, Wisconsin. Nice. Appreciate it. I'm glad we're getting folks from all over here. I was trying to do a time where we could all get there. Ray, you might want to try just closing that browser tab and load them back in. Sometimes that gets rid of the echo there. Again. Hey, Heidi. Sam. Hey, Rose. So nice to see everyone. We'll give it 2 more minutes before we get cooking here. Bayonne, New Jersey. That's somewhere I haven't heard of in a while. Hey, Margot. Oh, join the club on that, Ray. We all have too many browser windows open, don't we? Oh, cool. I just pinned that link to the top of the chat. If anyone doesn't have the worksheet and wants to grab it, it'll also be up on the website afterwards. So feel free to not worry about that. No, Ralph, this should work just on public YouTube. So if you have any issues seeing anything, just close the browser window and open it back up. That tends to fix 90% of problems on YouTube, I think. Well, most places. All right. Got 30 seconds to go before we get going. Hey, Anthony. Good to see a Philadelphian here. I got to tell you, I'm sad to hear about University of the Arts. It's a sad day in Philadelphia. Hey, Anna. This is nice. I like this because I can see the chat better on YouTube. It's wonderful, more than so than Google Meets. Hey, Klaus. Good to see you. So we're all the way from California to, I think, Italy's the furthest east at this point. Yeah, Anthony, ain't that the truth? That's it. That was my first thought. Hey, Josh. So what's going to happen to all those beautiful buildings on Broad Street? Are they all going to get turned into condos? All right, before I start reminiscing too much about University of the Arts, if anyone here is not familiar, University of the Arts in Philadelphia just announced this morning that they are closing. They've been one of the biggest art schools in the city for well over 100 years and populate the downtown. My old bass player in my band went to UArts, fabulous school. Know a lot of people employed there, and they just announced it out of nowhere that they're closing up shop, and it's a big shame for that city. So I'm sad to see it. Um, but you know, such is life. There's other great schools as well teaching music, and we have the joy of learning music on YouTube too. So welcome everyone to the first YouTube live stream in a very long time. We're going to be doing this every first Saturday of the month at this time, as long as I'm not on the road and don't have a gig. But usually the first weekend is pretty good for me. So keep this in your calendars. We're kind of just going to do little crash courses in things. And these not quite the in-depth sessions that we do over on the Magic Ukulele Club. So I know there's a lot of Magic Ukulele Club members here. I can see it in the chat. But for anyone that is not and is a public viewer, thanks for tuning on into us. If you're not familiar with the Magic Ukulele Club, that's my little learning platform over on my website. And we'll talk more about it later. But thank you to the members, because you make this all happen so we can keep music education going here. And it's the first of the month. And we usually focus on swing tunes and some bebop and jazz and all of that. And we're diving in a little bit this month into the music of Antonio Carlos Jobim. So we're talking about playing Bossa Nova on uke, which I think is a really, really fun thing. I am a huge fan of Bossa Nova, have been for absolute years. Just in my early 20s, I even had a band that played exclusively Bossa Nova around Philadelphia for a few years. And I played guitar in. And I've just always really enjoyed this music. When I picked up uke, I always thought it would be a lot of fun to play it on here. But I think, like many of you, if you've tried to play this music before, we want to sound like a guitarist. And that's maybe not always the best thing to do, because this is not a guitar. So what we're going to do in this lesson is look at how I look at playing Bossa Nova on ukulele, which is more in line with how we would play a Brazilian cavaquinho, which is a cousin instrument of the uke, which is a strummed instrument. So we're going to address some of those Brazilian rhythms today, and talk about how we can get them to come out on the instrument. Whether you play high or low G, it's actually not going to matter for this. If you want to do the guitar style, and play that on uke, low G is really kind of necessary to do it. It doesn't work on high G. So we're going to work on how to do this as a strummed style on this instrument. And we're going to be using a Jobim song called So Danco Samba. And I'm going to play through a little bit of this for you. I do apologize for the key. It's very high for me, but I will explain why we're doing it in this specific key soon. So the two we're going to be working on, we're just going to kind of gloss over this and get the A section and some of the basic rhythms. You can apply this to other songs. Just to kick off this month is going to sound a little bit something like this. So we're going to go. So danzo samba, so danzo samba, vai, 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 vai. So danzo samba, so danzo samba, vai. So danzo samba, so danzo samba, vai, 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 vai. So danzo samba, so danzo samba, vai. So samba, so danzo samba, vai, 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 vai. So danzo samba, so danzo samba, vai. That's a little tune that we're working on. Nice, easy thing, minus some of the chord voicings I'm using there. We're going to keep it nice and simple today. The reason we are doing it in the key of D is that is the key that it is on the Gets Gilberto record, which means after today, you can take this chart and you can go practice along with Gilberto and Stan Getz playing this tune. It's on YouTube for free. You can go grab that tune, grab your uke, and be the cavaquinho player in the band. And I assure you that Gilberto sings this so much better than I do. And his guitar playing is better than my uke playing. So the first thing that we need is we're going to be looking primarily at the A section of this song. I've written out the whole tune for you. So with what we go over today, you'll be able to hop over and play the entire tune if you want to go through it and understand the rhythm notation that we have on the page. Again, if you haven't grabbed the PDF yet, I've pinned that to the top comment here. You can go to my website and just go grab that. I'm going to avoid doing a screen share so that we can just work on actual playing. But the first thing we need is we're going to use the A section of the song. So we need to know the chords to this. Let's worry about the left hand first so that we can then deal with what the right hand is doing, because this is the magic and this is the fun in this style of music. So we're in the key of D, and we're going to be starting on a D chord. We're not going to have a lot of just regular old major chords here. We're going to start out on a D major 7th. So we're going to bar across the 2nd fret, and we're going to take either our middle finger or our ring finger and put it on the 4th fret of our A string. So 2, 2, 2, 4. D major 7 is where we're starting. And then our second chord is going to be a D6. These all sound really fancy, but they're very easy. So D major 7, lift up whatever finger you have on the A string, bar straight across the 2nd fret here. So we get D major 7 to D6. All right, and then we're going to go down to E7th. Standard little E7th, no funny chord voicings in here. 1, 2, open, 2. So let's try those first 3 chords. So D major 7th, we're going to do 2 strums on each of these chords for the moment. 1, 2, 1, 2. D major 7. Again, D6. All across the 2nd fret to E7th. And then lift up your first finger, E minor 7th. And our next one is an A9 chord, which means you're going to take that E minor chord that we just did, open 2, slide the finger down on the C string. So we've open 1, open 2. And then we're right back to D6. So let's try this a few times, walk through this. I'm going to move up just a little bit so you can watch my hands a bit better as we're doing this. We're starting out on a D major 7th, 2, 2, 2, 4. And then we're going to play D6 open, then E7, E minor 7, just lifting up one finger. A9, we're sliding this finger back to D6. These are the chords that we need for the moment. Starting that D major 7, again, 2 strums, just nice and slow. 1, 2, 1, 2. D major 7. Lift it up, D6. E7. We're going to stay here. Lift up the first finger, E minor 7. Slide that middle finger back, A9. D6. We're going to just stay here. We'll skip our turnaround. Now here's our beginning again. Back to that major 7. Put it down. Lift up for D6. E7. We're going to stay here. E minor 7. Slide it down to A9. And then D6. Let's go around the horn one more time here. Here comes our major 7th chord, 2, 2, 2, 4. Lift up that finger, D6, E7. Strum it 4 times. Lift up the first finger, E minor 7th. A9, slide that finger back. And then D6. Good. Put in the chat how we all feeling about this. Thumbs up. Pretty decent with these little chords here. If you have the chart in front of you, I know it'll be quite a bit easier to remember these. As we go on, if you get at all confused about the chords, feel free to do my favorite chord, which is muting your strings when we get to working on the rhythm, and we can just start working on that right hand. So let's go through this a couple more times. We're going to go through these chords. Now, what we're doing here is we're feeling Bossa Nova in 2, not in 4. We typically think of 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're thinking of what I like to call a big 2 here. We're thinking 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we want to feel that 2 just a little bit stronger than the 1. That's going to start to give us that sort of swing, that lilt that we have in this music. So let's try this progression one more time and just focus on feeling that big 2. And that's right where we're strumming here. We need to get comfortable with this before we add any of that syncopation on top. This foundation is what it's all based on. So here we go. Start on that D major 7th chord. And same exact strums, but just focus on maybe making that 2 a little bit more prominent, just falling into that a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. D major 7, D6, falling into it, E7. Just stay there. Lift up that first finger, E minor 7, A9, sliding that finger back, and then to D6. We're going to stay there. Here comes our top again, D major 7. D6, E7, staying there for 4 beats. E minor 7th, slide that finger back for an A9, and then D6. Good. Now, before we move on to the right hand and getting our syncopation on here, we need to understand the next thing. This is our pulse, right? This big 2, this doom, 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 doom. This is our surdo drum if we were playing samba here, our big 1, 2. We need to understand the subdivision as well. And in this, the way that I think about it is 16th notes. We have 2 beats in a measure, and we're subdividing each of those notes into 4 spaces in time. So in our doom, 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 we're hearing. And if you listen to my favorite Gilberto record, which is a live recording called 1973, or is it 1974? I think it's 1973. Still my favorite record. You'll note that he's playing guitar with all these syncopated patterns, and the rhythm section is just a guy with a hi-hat cymbal going the entire time. And he plays this tune on there. You can really feel how the guitar or our uke fights against that basic subdivision of the beat. So something I want you to try is as we go through these chords, we're still playing the same thing. We're still playing the big 2, doom, doom. But we're going to articulate with our mouth that hi-hat cymbal, that subdivision. So we're going to go. So it's boring too, starts to get a little bit of groove to it now. So let's go through this pattern a couple times. And I want you to articulate that hi-hat cymbal with me, that 16th note subdivision. Because if we're not feeling that, it's going to get really hard to be able to place all of these other notes that we need to in the syncopated forms. So same thing, we're starting on that D major 7th chord. We're going to articulate our hi-hat cymbal. Now, 1, 2, ta 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 ta. D6, E7, E minor 7, A9, D6. One more time, D major 7, E7, E minor 7, D6. Starting to feel that now. You got a question. Wendy, I see what you're saying about the muting. Actually, right now, I'm keeping it ringing out. We're going to talk about muting in just a minute when we get into this. Right now, we're keeping everything nice and ringy. The big thing is I'm not hitting the strings too hard. So I'm not getting... Be real floaty with the sound that we're doing here. I'm using my index finger for everything. But don't worry about muting yet. We're going to get to that. That's our next little step after we get the right hand going. So we have our chords. We're feeling that subdivision. That's the first bit of doing this. Now we can start playing with that subdivision on here. So we're going to start doing this on just the D6 chord for a moment. 2, 2, 2, 2. Just straight across. That's where we're going to worry about this. And our first little pattern we're going to play is this. I'm going to play it for you a couple times, then we'll clap it out, then we'll figure out how to apply it to the instrument. So it sounds like this. All right, so we're going to use our index finger for every single strum in here. Now let's look at what the actual thing is. And we're thinking really there's 2 types of notes in this. There are slow notes. There are quick notes. There are slow and quick. That's all we need to think. If you're staring at the sheet in front of you, don't worry about the rhythms written on the page. We're going to talk about that notation in a moment, but let's just clap this. And what we're clapping is this: slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow, quick, quick. That's what we're feeling here. All right, let's count that off and let's just clap that together a couple times. 1, 2, 1, 2. Slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, quick, slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow, quick, 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 slow. All right, so that's our basic pattern that we're feeling. So on da, 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 da. We want to feel that, and then we need to figure out how to apply it to the instrument. Now, we could just go, right, down, up, down, and just alternate our down and up strums, but we want to have a very specific sound on this. We're going to use a very specific style of strum. So if we put down our D6 chord, we're first going to play legato. We're going to keep all our notes long. We're going to talk in a moment about getting them short as well. So our strumming pattern here that we're going to do on our D6 is our 2 slow strokes. Up front are going to be a down up. Not so bad, right? We keep it simple. It's when we have the quicks that we get something unique. And what we're going to do is a double downstroke here. So this is like what George Formby would do. He would do a partial downstroke on the G string here. Let me see if I can get my camera in a good mood. And then follow through with a big strum. That's our quick strum here. So down, down. So our first bit, we have slow, slow, quick, quick. All right, and then we're going to have a fast upstroke on the end. So our full pattern for this first bit sounds like this. Down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And note that double downstroke, right? Just grace across that G string and bring it. So we're going down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. All right, let's try this together. And feel free to just say that strumming pattern along with it. It's an awkward hand motion, but once we get it, it gets us the feel that we need. So we're going down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, down. Starting to get a little bit of that feel now. If you're looking at the sheet on the PDF, you'll see that anytime that we have this partial downstroke, that we have this X note head on there. That's how we're notating it on the chart. If we want a partial strum, we're just going to put an X there. So in our first rhythm, we're going to have down, up, partial strum, down, down. All right, so here I see a little bit of that. So let's loop that little pattern together. All right, and feel free again, just on that D6, say the strumming pattern with it or play your slows and quicks. One of the two, articulate something with your mouth to tell your hand to play the right thing here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Keep going. So that's our first little bit of rhythm. So if we start out the song, we're starting to get into that feel that we want. But what we're going to do is we're going to change up the second measure. In a lot of Bossa Nova, these are 2 measure groupings of patterns that we have. There are some 1 measure groupings as well, but a lot of them are going to be 2 measure groupings. And in this case, all that we're going to change, we're going to play the same exact rhythm, our slow, slow, quick, slow, 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 quick, 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 slow, slow, quick, quick. A lot easier to play than say for me. It's going to be the same exact thing, but we're going to change our strumming motion. Just 1 strum is going to change in here. Same rhythm, different strum. So for our second measure on our D6, we're still going to have our slow, slow, but our slow, slow is now going to be partial strum and down, so a double downstroke. So let me demonstrate. So we're going to have this. We're going to have partial, down, partial, down. And the reason we're doing this is it's giving us a different accent pattern in the second bar. So if I play the two together, we'll be able to hear this. We'll come back to that second one in a moment. So all I'm changing is instead of having an up strum on that second stroke, I'm going to have a down strum now. It's going to give us a completely different feel. So we're going to get. Hear how it displaces that accent differently than we did. So let's do the second little stroke that we have here. This is our second measure of rhythm 1 in this song. So now we're just changing and doing 2 downstrokes, 2 more downstrokes, and then an upstroke. So our second measure is going to sound like this. It's going to be down, 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 up, down, 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 down. All right, so we have this quick little thing. Let's try that and loop it for a minute. Then we'll try putting the two together. The goal of this little exercise and this workshop today is to get the ideas under your fingers to practice. We're just going to get through a couple of these rhythms so you can get them in your back pocket. In the Magic Ukulele Club, we're going to work all month on these rhythms and add to these variations. It's going to take time. And that's the beauty of music. The good things take time. And it's a lot more rewarding at the end when we put in that time. So if we try this second pattern together, we're doing down, 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 up. All right, but same rhythm. Slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow, quick, quick. All right. So we have this same rhythm, and we're going to see it. There's a lot we can do with one rhythm by doing different articulations over top. So let's try this together. So this is our second one. We're doing partial strum down, full strum down, and then quick. All right, so 4 down strums and an up strum. But when we have 2 down strums in a row, we're doing a partial down strum. A lot to remember, isn't it? 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 downs, down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 down. All right, so same rhythm as the first one. Now, when we mix it up, it gets ultra confusing because we're doing almost the same thing in both measures. But by combining these two rhythms, we get our full clave rhythm across the bar line, which is what we want in this style. And again, this takes a while to get used to, but it's very rewarding once you have it, and you'll be able to insert it in any of these Bossa Nova tunes that you want to play. All of these rhythms can be taken to other songs. So if you spend some time on this and get just 3 or 4 different rhythms under your belt, you can really start playing a lot of songs in the style. Much like with swing music, once we have our basic swing strum coming down, we can take that over to a lot of other songs. It's just a new rhythmic device. So if we put these two together, our rhythm is the same. We have slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow, quick, quick. But our strumming pattern's going to change. So we're going to have down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. So we just have that one motion changing. It's going to be very confusing for your right wrist. Let's try this together again, just on a D6. I'm going to focus on trying to tell you the strumming motion as we're going through this. Yeah, if you don't have the PDF, you might want to go grab it so you can take some notes on here. That link is pinned at the very top. So here we go. Nice and slow through this first rhythm. Don't worry, it's all easier from here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 down. All right. Sorry, YouTube just told me it was going to run ads, so I had to manually skip that so we don't get interrupted by advertising. That's no fun. We need to play music. Let's try this rhythm again and loop it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, right? So we have this cool little pattern going on, and this is really what's happening in the entire first half of the A section as I have it notated on the page. If we get this first bit, you can in fact play the entire A section like this if you want. Let me play the A section with just this one rhythm and see how it takes us away from just that basic. Remember, we started with, right? This is our baseline rhythm. We're feeling this big chew. But if we add in the strumming that we were just talking about with the syncopation in here, we get. Takes a lot of time to get that in there, but even with just that one little strumming pattern on there, that one rhythmic device, we can really start to navigate this style. And what we're going to focus on is taking this. If you're looking at your page, this is rhythm 2 that we're going to look at, and how we can take this little pattern and not by changing the rhythm. Again, the rhythm's going to stay consistent for these first few. We're going to interchange the articulation of what we're doing, how long and short all of the notes are. So we're going to stick with the pattern we were just doing, that shorter pattern of down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Everything's going to stay the same with the right hand. We're going to stay on our D6 for the moment. Make life easy for us, because we're going to talk about left hand muting in a minute, and that's a heck of a lot easier when we're playing full chords like this. So we're going to do our same pattern. So we're going down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Now, all that we're going to change again is the articulation, how long and short some of the notes are. And what we're going to change is that very first note. Remember how we were doing that partial strum on it before? We were doing that. Now we're going to do a full strum, but then we're going to release pressure with the left hand. So we're going to take the same exact rhythm and play it in this new way, which is, and just by getting that little space in there, by making a staccato note, we're going to change the groove just a little bit. But what we're going to practice first is our left hand muting ourselves, if you haven't worked on it too much. So we're playing a bar chord like this. All we're going to do to mute the strings is we're not going to mute with our right hand. Just lift up pressure. You see it rings a little bit. It doesn't matter. No one's perfect. Lift up pressure, but don't remove your finger from the strings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count in 1, 2, and we're just going to play beat 1. So we're going to do this exercise to work on getting that first one short, because that's what's important. So you get 1, 2, 1, 2, just playing on 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice and short. That's what's important, is getting this note short so that we can punctuate it. And we're just going to do a regular old down strum after it. So we're going to do short, long. All right, so let's do that now. We're going to count to 1, 2, and we're going to go 1, 2, but we're going to play short with a left hand mute, and then long. Just getting our hands ready for these rhythms that we need to do, the tools that we need to apply these to the instruments. We get 1, 2, 1, 2, short, long. All right, let's try it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, short, long, 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 short, long. All right, so that's our basic pattern. Then the rest of it is going to stay exactly the same. We're going to have those quick double downstrokes. So let me go through this really slow. And this is our next little pattern. And really, these 3 variations of the same rhythm give us all we truly need to start playing the tune. And then the other rhythms are just extra little spice on top of that. So our new rhythm is going to be this. We're hanging out on D6. We're going to do 2 downstrokes, 2 more downstrokes, and an upstroke. Rhythm's the same. Slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow, quick, quick. We're feeling that. But now we're going to shorten that first note. right, so let's try that together, nice and slow. Our hand motion is the same as what we were doing previously. We're just shortening up that first note to give it a little staccato feel, a little distance from that second note. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mute it, down, short, short. All right, now, there's not a right way to do all of these rhythms. It's, again, just a toolbox that you want to build up. So we have 3 different things that we can do. If we go back to the beginning, we have our basic rhythm of down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, with that partial strum in there. And the second time, we can start out with that partial strum instead, but the rhythm is the same. Articulation is different. And then alternately, the third way is we can just do a really short strum on that D6 chord. So we go. So what we're going to do now is we're not going to worry about a right or wrong way to do this. We're going to keep playing the same exact rhythm, but feel free to add in muting whenever you want, your partial strums whenever you want, and play around with this and see where it gets you, where we're just playing with the rhythm and the articulation here. So again, just on our D6 chord, and then we'll get moving on this and try to put some of this in the context of the song itself. So we're hanging on D6. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's very good. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. So hanging out on that first one. No muting. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Now let's do 2 in the front of down strums. So starting 2 down strums. Going down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. And let's do our third one now. So getting that mute in there on beat 1. Sorry. Just a mute on beat 1. Everything else remains the same. Same hand motion for all this. Takes a bit of practice. Here's our third variation here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So mute, down, down, up, mute, down, 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 down, down. All right, so now let's try taking this idea. And again, this is a lot to do at once. Just take one of these rhythmic devices, take whichever one you want, and let's play over our chord changes to the tune. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to start out with our slow 2. We're going to get used to the chords again and our basic groove. And then the second time through, we're going to add in one of these strumming patterns. So let's start out now. We'll do the first one, our most basic one, which is down, up, down, down, up. All right, that one. But we're going to go through the whole thing first, really, really slow with the chords and just our big 2. So we go this slow. All right, so let's start on that D major 7, 2, 2, 2, 4. And here we go. 1, 2, this slow. 1, 2, D major 7 twice. D6, lift up that finger. E7. Keep going on that. E minor 7. A9. And then D6. Now we're going to do our first little pattern here. So we down, up, down, up, down, 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 down, E minor, down, up, down, down, A9. Let's try it again. Back to the major 7. Keep that same rhythm. No muting. E minor 7. To D6. All right, so we're starting to get a feel for this. I know this is really tough at first, but again, the goal is to get the tools so that we can look at the page and we can try a couple of these rhythms and start to add them to our toolbox. It's going to take time to get used to this. For Magic Ukulele Club members, we have an entire month of working on these rhythms. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to record all of the exercises in this nice and slow on a video for you all with sound slice accompaniment so that you can practice along with it. Because although this may seem really tough at first, it is something that each and every one of you can do if you put in a little bit of time this month to get together and start this going. So I'm going to play the entire thing. If you have the page, I'm actually going to play through right now all of the articulations on the page with the bridge so you can hear what the entire etude sounds like if we put it all together with what's written, which is just using these tools that we've talked about here, getting used to these hand motions. It's going to take some time. So we get something that sounds like this. Here's our short one. Short. Short. Long. Here's our short. The bridge is a little weird. Sounds like this. Back to the A section. And that's our whole little etude that's on there. Again, I'll post an entire video with a sound slice play along so that you can practice along with this. But what you want to focus on for this week is to go through just one of these rhythms. Just take one and really get it like riding a bike, this one articulation. Spend another week doing the next one. And in the Magic Ukulele Club, we're going to start on Wednesday going over The Girl from Ipanema. We're going to take it even slower than this. We're going to do just what we've talked about in the beginning with that song, which is just the chords with our big 2 and really get our fingers around it. And then we're going to spend an entire week on doing rhythms because this takes time. Music takes time. Learning takes time. So enjoy the journey while you're going over all of this because it's rewarding in the end when everything clicks and you can just play along with these tunes, but it takes a little bit of work at first. As I said, this chart that I've written out on my website, if you haven't gotten it yet, you can go grab that, has the same exact key as the Gets Gilberto recording. So you can actually go play along with that and be the accompanist of that tune with the full band. So we'll be working on Girl from Ipanema the entire month on the Magic Ukulele Club. We have a backing track. I think we have, gosh, how many lessons do we have? We have 5 lessons and 2 live streams on Girl from Ipanema. And we will be spending one of those live streams entirely talking about rhythmic patterns and also for low G players, how you can address them in a guitar style on there. You know, I play almost entirely high G, but if you have low G, it's really nice to be able to steal those guitar voicings on there. I've also just recorded the bass lesson for the month. So we will be talking about how to play Bossa Nova bass, which is really simple and really hard at the same time. One of my favorite styles to play, but it takes a whole lot of just feeling the groove to get that going. So if you're not a member of the Magic Ukulele Club, join us over there. For all the members, as I said, I'll get this sound slice recorded for you and up tomorrow so you can practice along with this entire worksheet. And we'll have the whole month to address The Girl from Ipanema and how to navigate that tune, how to play all the Gilberto chords on there, the rhythms, everything that we need. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining along. And I will see y'all next week. Cheers.